Welcome to the e-learning classes. Students, I have taken your first part of the digestion, that is good eating habits for proper digestion. This is the second part I will take from food and digestion, food preservations. So what is food preservation? It will keep the food items in our home in the summer time especially. It will keep them for a long time outside of the refrigerator or at room temperature. What happens? After some times we feel the food content become spoiled and the foul smells come from the food content. Why it happens? Because due to the water content of the food, microbes attack on them and they spoil the food. So there are some ways to protect our food or to prevent our food from spoiling. So that type of ways or that type of method is called food preservation. So when we go for the definition of the food preservation, this is the process by which we can prevent the food items from getting spoiled for a long time. And this keeping of food or storing of food for a long time is called food preservation. So the food preservation is a good way we can keep our food items for a long time, but all the food items we are not keeping for a long time. Sometimes we store for few days or few hours. So these all kind of preservations are being listed here and explained here and discussed here. Now the ways of the food preservation, if we start with the preservation of the food, at first we will start it from our home. So for the preserving of the food, what kind of methods you are adopting at your home? We are keeping our food items in the fridge, but there is again two categories. First category, if we want to keep the food for few days or few hours, that time we keep our food items in the refrigerator. But what about those food items which we want to keep for few weeks or for a little long time? Those food items we keep in a deep freezer. So why we are keeping that in a deep freezer? Because the refrigerator is cooling down the temperature of the food items, whereas deep freezer is freezing the food ingredients or the food. So the both cooling and freezing effect prevent the spoiling of the food and they are storing the food in a good condition. And by this method, when we are cooling the food ingredients, that means we are stopping the microbes to attack and spoil the food items. Next one is bottling and canning. So canning is a very modern method, and in this method at first what we do, we keep all the food items or the food item which we want to can. These items we keep inside a container and we heat that container we heat the container up to that extent that all the microbes destroys and the food become and the water content from the food also driven out from the container due to the heating process. And then gradually it cools down and prevail a vacuum, and this vacuum seal is again protect the food items and prevent the microbes entering inside the can. These kind of food items are safe for a long time. This will not give any effect or it will not spoil unless and until the cans are open. So this is a good way of keeping the food items in the can, and bottling is another way of preventing preventing the microbes or preventing the food items from spoiling. This is a method where we are using sugar and sugar to prevent the food from getting spoiled. So these food items are dipped in a dense sugar syrup, or they are being wrapped in a sugar content, so the food items are safe for few days. Next is pickling and jelly. Pickling is another method which are very common in our house, because our mother, our grandmother, and some we have seen also, and we also eat pickles at our home. So what to do for the pickling? At first, these food items like mango, amla, they have to dry it under the sunlight, and then using of vinegar, some kind of spices and oil prevent the spoiling of these food items, and this converted into pickles, and this method is called pickling. What about the gelling? Gelling and jam. Gelling means sugar. We are using sugar as a preservative for making jam and jellies. So salt and sugar both are good for preventing the microbes, and keeping and storing the food for a long time. Last one is the drying method. So drying method is also a very ancient method in which people use the sunlight for drying the food items and keep those food items in the container for a long time. So these all methods are actually food preservating methods which we use for keeping and storing the food. Now there are some questions which we can discuss over here. First one is the multiple choice question. So digestion of the food completes is. There are three alternatives given. First one is the small intestine, second one is the large intestine, third one is the stomach. So where the digestion is being completed? It is in the small intestine. Next one is junk food contains too much fat. So the junk food contains too much of fat or protein or minerals. So junk food always contains lots of fat and sugar. So here fat, we should have to take out the fat. Another MCQ is given in the exercise page number 9. Nuts gives us lot of protein, roughage and fat. What it is giving? It is giving us fats. Next, eggs are rich in vitamins, protein and water. Actually it is rich in both vitamin and protein, but maximum content of that egg is giving us protein. So we have to take the protein. Food rich in are called body building foods. Which food are called body building food? Proteins are called the body building food. Next one is dash killing the germs present in the food. Which process we have to opt for killing the germs, that is cooking. So with this just closing my chapter, and actually it is finishing. I am finishing here. Next I'll discuss the question answers with you in my next class. Thank you.